Welcome. So glad to be with you for another week. So grateful for you that join week after week. I'm grateful for you, Lynn, for showing up. For those who may be new, I'm Tim Fortescue, an IFS trained practitioner, and really just found healing for my own life in this model. And I'm so grateful to walk alongside others as we go throughout the time today. If you're joining live, you can type your chat or your questions in. I've started a Q&A in the chat. I don't believe you can do that after the live is ended, but know that you can always type in the chat there if you have questions, and I'll engage with those throughout the week. So grateful for those that engage here on this channel. If you're not a subscriber yet, I encourage you to like and subscribe. It helps others find the content and gives you an update if you're subscribed when I'm live. And so would love for you to do that if you can. And know that I'm always open to suggestions and for content or how to make things better here. One of my values is moving forward imperfectly and staying curious and learning together. And so feel free to comment, or you can always send me an email to tim@faithfullygrowing.com. And if you go to my website, if you haven't yet, I encourage you to sign up for my free IFS inspired guided meditations. And if you want to go deeper, you can join the Faithfully Growing community, which gives you a weekly drop-in as well, just upgraded to a new platform where you can search content. So if you have a question about firefighters, you can search there and it brings up all of the videos about that. So it's a pretty neat feature that I'm continually adding to and tweaking and moving forward imperfectly there too, but staying curious, and things are coming together. It's a pretty good resource, and it's just either $12 a month, or if you pay annually, it's $108, which is $9 a month for the year. And so let me know if you have questions. Send me an email to tim@faithfullygrowing.com. Today, just going to lead us in a general parts meditation, similar to what I do. Going to be going through those 6 F's that we use to check in with our parts, and what I use as a practitioner when I'm working in session with people. So maybe you can get a taste of even a little of what a one-on-one session would be. And so let's just pause for a bit and settle into this space and where we are. Take a couple deep breaths. I've found that it's good to have both feet on the floor too, as much as I struggle with that. I always generally have one leg crossed, if you could see. So I'm reminding myself of that. Yeah, just relax your shoulders. Begin to turn your attention inward. Who's showing up today? Maybe you've had a triggering conversation or a situation where parts have come up. It may be helpful to bring that to mind. Just welcome in your parts. Thoughts, feelings, actions, impulses. How do you experience your parts? Yeah, just take a minute and notice and just be. See if there's one part that particularly wants some attention today. And when you notice that part, check in with your system again and other parts to see if there are any fears or concerns of working with this part that you're noticing right now the strongest. If there are fears, just let your system know we're not going to go deep today. Just going to have a little curiosity. All parts are welcome, and other parts can have some attention at another time, but we generally get to know our parts better one at a time. See if they could just soften back and witness, knowing they can have a chance to. And then turn your attention back to the target part that you're going to give some attention today. And as you're inside, find this part that you've agreed to work with or want to know better. How do you experience this part? Maybe it's a situation, re experiencing an upsetting situation over and over again. Maybe it's emotional, a feeling, or maybe it's somatic, a feeling in your body, like a tightness in your chest. Maybe it's more visual. What does the part look like? Maybe it's more verbal, those thoughts, what it's saying to you. How do you experience this part? And then find it in or around your body. When you find it, focus on it. Begin to flesh it out, making it more knowable. How's it responding to you putting your attention on it? And what do you notice about it? Is there a particular shape, an age, or a color? Check in and see how you're feeling toward the part. You're looking for those C words: compassion, curiosity, connectedness, creativity. And you just need a critical mass of self energy to proceed. And those C words are indicative of that self energy. And if you're not noticing a lot of self energy, there's a part that is trying to get attention again that's jumping in, and ask that part if it'd be willing to step back, remind it that we get to know our parts better one at a time, and you can give this part some attention to later. Maybe even make note of it. And then if you can access a critical mass of self energy, and that means just a bit, to allow self to lead, whatever that means for you. Turn back to this part you're focusing on today and befriend it just a little bit. Extend self energy, calmness, curiosity toward the part. Just stay a bit in intentional, meaningful contact. Does the part trust you? Does it know who you are? How old you are? How's it responding to you now? Maybe surprised at your age, or it may have questions, or you may need to update the part a little more. Just take a bit and just be with this part in dialogue. We can just get curious and find out a little more. What does this part want you to know? What's its intention for you or its job? How old is it? And just go with what arises. You may notice some thinking parts jumping in or analyzing parts and see if they could give a little space, knowing that they're just as valid as the rest. And what would this part rather do if it didn't have to work so hard? Let it know we're not trying to put it out of a job. Just want it to have a job that it likes. It's not alone. There's a team here. And we're just going to go a couple minutes more, but offer some appreciation to this part for its positive intention. May have some fears or concerns. Didn't know that it could have a job that it liked, so it didn't have to work so hard. That's normal. We're not going to get to the bottom of all of those fears and concerns in this meditation, but there's hope. So let the part know that. Those fears or concerns often allude to that little one that these young protector parts are also protecting. Just see if this part could trust you a little more today, knowing that you're going to show up again if it would like that. See if there's anything else before we say goodbye to this part for now. And as you say goodbye, expand your awareness to the parts that we're able to soften back and witness. Just thank them for their courage in doing that and remind them that you can spend time with them at another time too. It's where it's good to take notes in a journal if you noticed other parts that you need to get back to. And this healing can continue. When it feels right, you can bring your attention back to where you are now. You can open your eyes if they were closed and continue about life. But thanks so much for joining me here. I'll hang around for just a bit. If you have questions, if you're watching the live, you can type those in. If you're watching a recording, you can put those in the chat and I'll engage with them there. And you can always send me an email to tim@faithfullygrowing.com. Thanks so much for being here, for that thumbs up. And yeah, so grateful for the community we're developing here and look forward to being back with you next week. And reach out if you need to, or if you have questions. But thanks so much and take care.